Israel and Hamas announced a 4-day ceasefire in a deal that could see approximately 50 of the hostages taken on October 7th released. That's about 1/5 of the total hostages taken. The pause in fighting will give Hamas time to regroup and reorganize, but from the IDF's point of view, it's a worthwhile small sacrifice in terms of giving up their tactical momentum. This news comes after 6 weeks of intense fighting and one of the fiercest bombing campaigns in history. Take a look at Highway 4 inside Israel. Highway 4 turns into the main transport route inside Gaza once you pass the checkpoint. This road inside Gaza is called Salah al-Din Road. Salah al-Din, this route, runs 45 kilometers from Egypt, the Rafah crossing, through the entire strip, all the way to the Erez crossing in the north. This is known as one of the oldest roads in the entire world, dating back to at least the 16th century. This is one of the main humanitarian corridors for Palestinian civilians. There's one other road that converges with it called Al-Karmeh. This is the most strategically important route these 2 points together. In the past, Israel set up checkpoints along this road to control the city. Then, more than 20,000 IDF troops crossed the border into Gaza, advancing along 3 different main axes to encircle Gaza City. The first direction of attack was along the beach, as the IDF armored units poured through here. The second was through the northern checkpoint in Gaza into the dense urban city in Beit Hanan. The raids were led by the Gaviti Infantry Brigade and the 162nd Armored Division troops. The purpose of their mission is what's called a shaping operation in the military. They disabled bombs and cleared a path for the larger assault. At the same time, the IDF's 13th Fleet deployed a tactical unit, ships, and aircraft in a naval raid on Rafah Beach in the southern part of the Gaza Strip on October 27th to put pressure on both the south and the north in Gaza. Now take a look at Route 242 inside Israel. This highway extends into Gaza. This is another key route to keep an eye on because this is the third axis of attack, where IDF troops have likely invaded to cut Gaza in half. In this direction, Apache helicopter gunships by the IDF use their precision-guided Hellfire missiles to provide close air support for advancing Israeli infantry on the ground. Ultimately, the goal, after cutting Gaza in half, is to slowly push south to essentially squeeze out all Hamas fighters. The United Nations, that's leading the humanitarian effort, says that 100 trucks of humanitarian aid are needed per day, but only 74 have entered Gaza in the past 5 days. Israel insists that the slowdown is due to needing their troops to thoroughly inspect each shipment to ensure that it doesn't contain weapons for Hamas. Hamas has actually stockpiled a massive hoard of supplies to weather the storm of siege warfare. The IDF reports they believe Hamas has around 264,000 gallons of diesel fuel on hand that they've squirreled away.